Just My Opinion podcast. This just in, breaking news, breaking news. This just came down the newswire. By the way, I won't be on live. Oh my God. I would not be on live that much today because your boy's mad busy. But this sort of gem kind of dropped and I had to deliver it to you guys out there. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, family, as well as your followers. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Without that further ado, let's get into today's topic. ESPN and Cam Newton reach an agreement to a multi-year deal for Cam Newton to continue to do First Take, okay? ESPN First Take continues to be the #1 sports talk show in the land, all right? So this multi-year deal, Cam Newton will be not only on First Take, but also do other things around First Take. He'll be alongside Stephen A. Smith, Molly, Christopher Mad Dog Russo. So this is great news for Cam Newton. Cam Newton always wanted an opportunity like this. He always wanted his face in the place when it comes to being a major fixture in the sports landscape, particularly with sports media. I like Cam Newton. I like his YouTube channel. Cam Newton has a different perspective. He's giving you guys his perspective on a quarterback outlook. And, Cam Newton has been there, done that on the NFL field. So shout out to Cam Newton. Shout out to ESPN. Obviously, this is replacing Shannon Sharpe. Everyone was wondering what's going to happen to Shannon Sharpe. Is somehow, some way, Shannon Sharpe coming back to ESPN with some time. Time heals all wounds. But, ESPN, they keep it pushing. They said, hey, out with Shannon Sharpe, in comes Cam Newton. And I think this is a good fit. He has made a couple of appearances on First Take. I was there at the live taping when they came to TSU. And when it was him, Stephen A. Smith, Molly, as well as Shannon Sharpe. And Cam Newton was doing his thing. He was doing his thug thizzle on that segment. And I thought Cam Newton brings a flair, a certain perspective. I think as far as debating goes, he's going to debate. He's going to be a very good adversary for or against Stephen A. Smith. So I can't wait until this coming fall when I get the chance to see Cam Newton. So congratulations to Cam Newton. It didn't take ESPN not that long to find a replacement for Shannon Sharpe. All right. Now, in other news, it seems like Skip Bayless and Gilbert Arenas, they're going to do a football-related show from a football perspective. So Gilbert Arenas is collaborating with Skip Bayless. I think this is great news for Kendall Gill. He's going to get that other audience that is not aware that Kendall Gill, Gilbert Arenas has a YouTube channel. So he's going to get that certain crowd because that's what the type of crowd Skip Bayless brings wherever he goes to. I think this is great for Skip Bayless. As a content creator, Skip Bayless is not doing what he wants to do. But I think when you look at Skip Bayless, he's been there, done that. He's been on hit shows. He has won awards. He's not really pushing it to the limit when it comes to content creator on social media. He's sort of like, give you guys his takes, and he just keeps things pushing, But I feel like this is going to give a reboot to Skip Bayless. A lot of people calling this a comeback. Like LL Cool J once said, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. So Skip Bayless, I think this is an added shot. It's an additional shot to Skip Bayless on a content creating perspective. Who knows? Maybe there'll be some media networks that probably will be glued to see how this is going to work with Arenas and Skip Bayless. Maybe this gives Skip Bayless an opportunity, a platform where, if not content creators on YouTube or on social media, but like the major networks, I think the door is closed on Skip Bayless returning back to Fox Sports 1. It's pretty much shut with ESPN, but that don't necessarily means that he can, get other opportunities. I think he has a sponsor with FanDuel. So with all of the turbulence and the trouble that's surrounding Shannon Sharp, and Shannon Sharp is kind of sort of rehabilitating himself back into the fold, trying to put all this bad stuff behind him, as long as he's not, no more lawsuits, no more going to court or accusations and things of that nature. If he stays squeaky clean, who knows down the road, Shannon Sharp gets another bite at the apple. But when you look at Skip Bayless and a lot of media content creators, there's a void, there's a space there that there's an opportunity where Skip Bayless and others can collect on Shannon Sharp's misfortunes. So I think this is great news for Gilbert Arenas. It's great news for Skip Bayless. A football show. I think they're going to be competing with Nightcap. Nightcap has Shannon Sharp and Ocho. Now, there were talks and rumors that ESPN was going to hire Ocho. And to me, they already had a relationship with Ocho on ESPN many moons ago. And somehow, some way, it just did not work out. ESPN is notoriously known. They rarely hire back people that they let go of or had relationships with, uh, with their network. They rarely do that. There's a few exceptions to the rule. Stephen A. Smith. I forgot the lady that did. Oh my God, I forgot her name. She be beefing with Skip Bayless. Her name will come to my head, and if I keep talking. But there are rare exceptions where they would hire someone back that used to work at ESPN, and I just didn't think the relationship was that special between ESPN and Ocho anyway. Plus, ESPN had their eyes set uh, with Cam Newton. I think the Cam Newton hiring is a multi-year contract. That's a great, great hire for ESPN. So people are going to soon to forget it. I'm not saying that they're going to forget after one show, but with time, I think people are going to forget that Shannon Sharp used to be at ESPN, and they're going to start looking at the future and Cam Newton the future. Plus, Cam Newton is a lot younger than Shannon Sharp. And, I think Cam Newton, he's not in those type of, bad situations with dating OnlyFans mom. Now, he does have baby mamas, but as long as, he keeps that settled, I don't think baby mama drama is going to ruin his reputation and the possibility of him being let go of at ESPN. But, Cam Newton has pretty much been squeaky clean thus far, other than what goes on social media. I don't think ESPN really pays attention that much to social media, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, I just want to let you guys down. I just want to let you guys know that that is the topics of the past 24 to 72 hours. Gilbert Arenas and Skip Bayless collaborating on a sports football talk show. I don't know if it's going to be on Gilbert. I'm assuming it's on Gilbert Arenas' YouTube channel. So we're going to have to wait and see how that works. And, if you've been following me, I didn't really feel Nightcap in the beginning stages. And now I kind of like watching Nightcap. And maybe I'll have the same vibe with Gilbert and Skip Bayless. So we have to wait and see how that works. I'll give you guys a review, what I think about their new show. And Cam Newton signing a multi-year contract to come to ESPN. I know him and Gilly the Kid has been beefing back and forth. Gilly, you're gonna have to give the man his props. Now he's on national television. He's on the most popular sports show in all the land. So you have to give him some credit for that. But yeah, that's what's going on in the world of sports media. Guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm up out of here.